Welcome to the Eugenia Cooney files, and I currently have toothpaste stuck in my throat.
Oh, God damn it. I had to do the Christina Aguilera just to get my voice kinda halfway back to normal. So today we're going to be talking about the infamous Shane and Eugenia Cooney collaboration. I know, don't even get me started. Now, I don't want to be a pessimist here, but it is my belief that that entire collaboration was either scripted, planned, or both down to a T. If you watched the last episode, then you know that we've already began getting into the dynamics of Eugenia and her family and how controlling they are. Especially after what happened with the Jacqueline Glenn situation. Now, please welcome special guest star Jacqueline Glenn. Oh my god, Jacqueline, hi. You suck. Whoops. I really didn't mean to do that, Jacqueline. I am so sorry. My hand just must have slipped. Oh my god. I guess that was just karma's way of handling what Jacqueline Glenn did to poor Eugenia Cooney. Well, not so poor Eugenia Cooney once we uncover the rest of this series and what I have to say about her. But still, what Jacqueline did was fucked. And the whole Shane Dawson situation is a goddamn good example of the aftermath of what came after the Jacqueline Glenn incident. I think that Shane is someone who very much likes to play up the fact that he was poor as a child, even though as an OG he's been worth many millions of dollars for years now. But what I'm trying to say here is that Shane and Ryland both are heavily influenced by how they can use different people and creators for their content, you know, to make the moolah, because it's all about the green with them, baby. So come on, give me the dinero. That sweet cash. So with that being said, I think that Shane was just the next influencer after Jacqueline Glenn to attempt and take advantage of Eugenia Cooney. Except unlike Jacqueline, Shane had a much higher success rate. In the last video, I kind of begun to talk about Eugenia's relationship with her family, well, at least her mother. Now, we all know that her mother is super controlling, and we all know that after what happened with Jacqueline, Eugenia's mother became even more controlling. Honestly, I would describe Eugenia's mother as a real modern day mommy dearest of sorts. I think after what happened with Jacqueline, the vetting process or the application process to be Eugenia's friend or to associate with Eugenia became a whole lot stricter. So I'm sorry, but you seriously cannot convince me for a second that Shane and Ryland and Eugenia's mom and whoever else didn't all have a hand in the pot and that they weren't all little cooks in the kitchen cooking up this little false recovery narrative. Well, everyone was cooking except for Eugenia, of course, because, well, you know, Eugenia doesn't cook a whole lot, or ever. Take the fucking picture, Becky. I can't breathe. No, but in all seriousness, Eugenia seriously can't cook. Does anyone remember that video she made with her mom like 3 years ago, where Eugenia tried to make a cake for possibly the first time in her entire life and she had literally no idea how to make it or what went inside it, or hell, even how to read the instructions on the box? Mom, help me! I don't know what goes in the cake. But after a long conversation with the whole family, Shane assured them that he just wanted to make a little dinero, and Eugenia just wanted a little bit more exposure to her issue. So, you know, she could meet more men who like to, and then also make a little bit of dough. I mean, hey, those weekly visits to Disneyland aren't cheap, you know what I'm saying? It was so fucking obvious in the video that she was not recovered, like, at all. That whole documentary was so cringe. The whole time, Shane just kept being like, "Oh my god, girl, you look so recovered. Slay!" Meanwhile, the only difference from her usual appearance is she's now got a hooded jacket on covering herself up, where she would usually be showing everyone everything. Well, except in Eugenia's case, nothing, because there's nothing to show at all. Literally nothing. She's quite literally a bag of bones. Oh, and let's not forget everyone's favorite fake YouTube therapist, Katie, what's her name, to come in and tell Shane exactly what not to say to people recovering from EDs. And Shane's just like, only for him to end up bringing quite literally everything the fake YouTube therapist explicitly said not to bring up because it would be extremely triggering to somebody recovering from those issues, because Shane quite literally has zero self-awareness of any kind whatsoever. Good job, Shane. An even better job, fake YouTube therapist. Here's your prize, Katie. Fuck you! I'm so sorry, I did not mean to just do that. I believe that this series enabled Eugenia and her condition to worsen because it painted this beautiful recovery story that just wasn't reality. In the end, it did no favors to her health, but it sure as hell did do a lot of favors for her bank account. It's honestly just really sad though, because by allowing this whole fake recovery narrative to surface throughout the internet, it allowed Eugenia and her condition to worsen over time, because for a long time, then she was off of people's radar because she was recovered. Just because she eats Yoplays now and wears Victoria's Secret jackets so you can't see what's underneath. Follow me if you want to hear the next chapter. I promise I won't toot too much.